Alright, let's move into problem number 15 now. So let's read out the problem. The problem of lattice path, it says there is a grid. Let's assume that there's a grid, 2 by 2 grid, and you're starting from this position, which I could say in coordinate as 0, 0, and then you're reaching to this position to the starting from top left and ending at bottom right. And we have to figure out how many different ways we can reach this. Only way you can move is you can either move it in the right or you can either move it in the bottom. So this is the two direction. You can either move this side or you can move that side. So if you look at that, and this is pictorially represented how we can create 6 routes. So this is the first route, this is the second route. From the middle you just go down and then go right and go bottom. So we can create exactly 6 routes just with the 2 by 2 grid. So the question is asking how many such grid can we make if the grid size was 20 by 20. Okay, so it seems like it will be a lot of grid, and let's try to understand how we can solve this problem. I think one thing we have to figure out is that, let's say you have started from this position. Okay, if you have started from this position, how many different ways we can go? So basically you can either move this direction or you can move in this direction because it's right or bottom. So if you move in this direction, then from this point you have only one options to go to this target location. Okay, this is our target. Okay, and from this again only one way to reach this target location. That means from this point I have two routes, one via this and one via this. So if I have started from this, I have only two options, two routes to reach there. And if I have started from here, I have only one. So that means I can say that my route from this will be route from this point plus route from this point, because from route from this point is 1 and route from this point is 1, and that's why route from this point becomes 2. That means route from this point plus this point. Okay, similarly if I have started with this point, and then okay, we can prove that from this point total number of route will be route from this point and route from plus route from this point. That's because there is only one way, either you can move here or you can move here. So, and if you have already moved here, what is the total number of options? Okay, so just if we add these two numbers, then we should get our point. So that means from our problem, because our ultimate goal is to find out how many routes from there, what we can do, we can go from the reverse direction. Okay, we'll start with this point and this point like that. Okay, we'll start with every point that other than the target point and start towards from the end towards our starting point. So let's try to solve this problem like that. Okay, let's see how we can do that. Okay, I'll just create a size variable 20. I'll just create an array. Again, I'll use numpy. We can do it without numpy, but it's just easier using numpy, so I'll just use it. And here we have to create a matrix of 20 plus 1, because if you see that 2 by 2 grid, we need 0, 1 and 2. So we need 3 by 3 matrix to keep track of every point. So I'll just create like this, size plus 1 and size plus 1. Okay, by the way, why did I initialize with 1? It's because if you look at that, from this point there's only one option. From this point there's only one option. Even if you have started from there's only one option. That means on this edge, entire this edge in our 20 by 20 grid, we have only one options to come. That's why we are initializing everything as 1. Okay, so that's why I'm just using this np.1's size. Okay, so if I just look at our array, so this is the value. Okay, now what we want to do, we have to start with the reverse order. Okay, we have to start from 19th. This is 20th position and this is 19th. So we'll start from this position. Okay, 19 and 19. That's enough because we know we already have the answer on this boundary. It's already set up. So we can start from 19th for I in range 19. Then we have to reach to 0. That's why we have to give it like -1. So and last -1 is the step. That means from 19, 18, etc. and we'll stop at 0. This will stop at 0. If you want to see that, you can print I. You see it stopped at 0. Okay, and similarly we'll have another inner loop for j in range, same 19 -1 -1. Now, so we have to figure out what is the ij position, what is the value of array ij. I and j. I want to save in the ijth position in this array what is the total number of path we can create. Okay, so ij will be, as we have seen, it will be from the, for example, if this is ij, this will be I j plus 1, and this will be I plus 1 and j. Okay, so that's why our coding should be like this. It should be array I plus 1 j plus, actually I'll do like this. Okay, I j plus 1 and then I plus 1 j. Okay, so that should be our loop basically. Now if we keep going like this, then that should create our entire array, created our array. If we just have a look at this array, you see it contains a huge numbers. So what is we are looking at is array position 0 and 0. Okay, from 0 0 position, what will be the total number of path? And this is the answer. Just convert it to integer. So that should be our answer. Let's check it out. Okay. Yes, that's the answer. I think that's it for the current video. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Coming up next is problem number 16.